Hello and welcome to the Morrison Run, the podcast where we read and review everything written by Grant Morrison. It is I, Angwin.
It is I, Bertie.
Mi llamo Leon.
Bruh.
Is that good?
Yeah, I think that's good. I think we keep
I
that.
didn't know Michael Jackson was on the podcast.
Today we're reading 4 issues from 2000 AD, all written by Grant Morrison.
The first story is called Hotel Harry Felix, and it's about a guy called Harry Felix.
Aliens in his head. He's like a big composer or whatever. A bunch of, like, I guess aliens without 3D form all enter his head and treat it as this like palatial hotel. Like maybe because he's really smart or whatever, because he's like this genius composer. But then the leader of the aliens like makes him destroy all of his music stuff because it's keeping them up, and then kill his good girlfriend.
Yeah.
And at the end, he explodes.
Yeah, so what he does, his method is, oh, well, if my mind is a hotel because I'm so smart and I treat myself so well, if I start drinking all the time and become homeless, then they'll leave. And then they're like, and yeah, some of us have left, but then it's like a joke at the end. It's like, what do we do? Because he turns his mind into a slum instead of a hotel. He's like, what do we do with hotels, the alien? And it said, demolition, and then he explodes.
Do you guys think it was? Do you, do you think it was a good strategy?
Oh, yeah.
Put your
Yeah.
mind into a slum.
I mean,
What would you
what
have done in
else
that
are you meant to do?
situation?
I don't know. Maybe I'd try and appeal to the aliens. Try and make peace with them.
Have you guys seen Dave?
The show with Lil Dicky?
No. It's a film about a guy who has aliens in his head.
Oh, I
like
haven't.
Let me look
Please,
like
please
Paul,
expand.
like the movie Paul.
It's like Paul, but Paul's in his head. And no, wait. Okay, he's got. Have you read Numbskulls?
No.
It's in the Beano.
Is that like skullduggery?
It's like Inside Out. It's like Inside Out.
Inside
But-
Out, right?
But it's like a load of aliens they're like running the guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, I have read Numbskulls.
Yeah.
Is that like
Basically
Beast
the
Quest?
Nothing like Beast Quest.
You know, I never read Beast Quest, but I knew guys that like collected them because they have monsters on the front.
I read Beast Quest.
Yeah. How was that?
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember it that well, but it was pretty
Fair.
cool.
Yeah.
So to answer your question about like, but to answer your question, is this a good idea to turn your brain into a slum? Like when you think about it, this issue is like really inspirational. You know, like if you don't treat your brain right, then your brain is like a place that's not very good.
Yeah.
So
Kind of true, yeah.
yeah.
Also, the film was called Meet Dave, and it has Eddie Murphy. I watched it when I was younger, so I didn't realize that.
Sounds fire.
Eddie Murphy, and he's got a load of miniature aliens in his head, but also I think look like Eddie Murphy, and
Obviously-
his mind is like a spaceship
That's
with
pretty
aliens
sweet.
in it.
Growing up, I knew Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy from Shrek, but you know, as I got older and more mature, Eddie Murphy is like actually funny. I've seen some old Eddie Murphy stand up, and I actually laughed. I never laugh at stand up. I don't like. I've laughed at some stand ups, but generally, I don't understand unless you're like with other people or there in person how you can like be like on the floor laughing at stand up. I find it to be the most like uncomfortable like sort of like not like kind of way of telling jokes, if you know what I mean, where
Yeah.
because jokes are meant to be social, and the whole point is that you have a lone person standing alone trying to make a bunch of other people laugh, and it's just very weird. So I'm thinking maybe we go to stand up.
I've heard stand up is all about a connection with the room, and even if you're not doing crowd work, you've got to feel where the room is going and go with that. And so I've never really seen stand up in real life, but I think that's what would really make it work, because you can't do stand up with no audience. I think they were trying to do that in like COVID, and it did not work. or like it had a Zoom audience, but it just was like weird. It didn't, nothing landed. But so you've got to have that. You got to have that room connection, and I think also so many stand-up specials. I feel like they kind of stopped doing this now, but especially like back in the day, so many stand-up specials. I'm thinking of like Cat Williams Pimp Chronicles and like Kevin Hart Laugh at My Pain. They would have um like a skit at the start, and like Snoop Dogg would be in it or something, and it was like the skit was always like you kind of wanted to skip it, because these comedians, their real value and like where they really thrive is in the room with a crowd.
Fair. Yeah. So the issue's funny. Like it's obviously it's not as scary because we read 4 and the other ones are a bit scary. Like some of the other ones are a bit scarier. I remember one of them being a bit scarier. But generally, like this one, it has a setup and the punchline is that he explodes at the end. And explosions is kind of one of the best punchlines of all time.
Yeah, I think his boots are like
Classic.
flying, like, right,
Yeah.
and the rest of his body's gone, and
I don't want to get sidetracked, but like you mentioned boots there, and that got me thinking about skate shoes. Do you guys know that like skaters have to wear specific shoes to skate because their shoes get all messed up?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Skate shoes.
yeah. I just think that's really cool. Yeah,
yeah.
like I didn't
Um,
like they put so much talk on those shoes. Like they
Oh,
like
big time.
within like a few months, the shoes are just falling
yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I was just gonna say I liked in this comic the way they showed the aliens going into his head was from like the sort of white panel border kind of like cuts through the panel and lands in his mind. I thought that was kind of a cool way
That's
of
true.
showing a sort of non-dimensional alien.
Yeah,
The
no,
white
I see that.
the white space in between the panels has come up a lot on this podcast recently, especially because of Animal Man. I don't think I ever brought up that space, that white space, is called the gutter space.
Like in
Oh yeah,
bowling. That's so cool.
Yes. So so what you're referring to is the gutter space sort of becomes the aliens and falls into his head.
yeah.
I think this issue is interesting because it's like the aliens being in his head and whatever. It's sort of like similar to him, just like he could just be having like mental health issues or whatever, but it's not really like leaning into that. It's not like it's not trying to do a story where it's like this could be all in his head. He could just be schizophrenic. Like he does explode at the end,
Yeah,
but the
yeah, yeah.
parallels are still there. The parallels are still there.
I
Which
think yeah. I felt like the idea was that even if like there's nothing he can do, deliberately making his life worse was never gonna fix anything really.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the kind of story there. With these like 2-page stories, they put a lot of thought into just the page layouts and stuff. I think I think it looks really nice, especially and I know this is true for like all of the Future Shock stories from this era, but just the title I think looks really nice, really like old school, with a little picture of this alien and a big crazy font.
yeah,
I like it.
I agree.
Yeah, I like how he's just talking to a random homeless guy. Like he's telling this story to this guy who's like, yeah, man, he's just drinking, and he got this crazy guy telling him this story about aliens, and he's just like, bro, just let me drink. I think that's like if I were in this story, I'm like, and some crazy guy was talking to me, I'd be like, I'd just be like, I'd just be chill about it. You know what I mean? Doing my own thing.
Yeah, because you're just that kind of chill, kind of nonchalant kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm not even nonchalant though. You know what I mean? Like that's how nonchalant I am. That I'm not even.
You're not even trying to be nonchalant.
I don't even exist really. Like
Yeah,
when you think about it, we can't prove that I exist properly unless we presuppose some stuff about our own experiences.
yeah.
Yeah. If aliens entered your mind, what type of house, like what type of building do you think they would think it is? And also, what would the modern UK property value be?
If aliens were in my mind, they'd probably think it was an asylum.
Oh, that's sick. How much is the asylum worth in modern Great British pounds?
It probably like it wouldn't even have a price because like no one would even want to go in there.
Yeah,
Like no one would even want to
Yeah.
touch it. You know what I'm saying?
it's
I
haunted
feel like
as
my
frick.
mind would be like a caged beast, just like ready to escape.
I was thinking I'd be like a really big bouncy castle,
That's
Huh.
like a
That's
cool.
kind
I
of
like
fire.
that.
like a big
Yeah, that's
inflatable
awesome.
bouncy castle. I think that'd be sick. I back in the day, I used to fight my older brother on a bouncy castle, and he'd destroy me. Like I'd actually just get absolutely wrecked. One time, me and my younger brother have like fought quite a bit as kids. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad, and he's only ever properly beaten me once, and he claims it to this day. One time we weren't even fighting. I was stood on the side of a trampoline. Obviously, trampolines are quite high up, right? And he, while I was just talking to someone off the trampoline, decided to drop kick me off the trampoline. And then he was like, "Yeah, I beat you." And I heard my neck click, and for months after that, I didn't get any taller, right? And it wasn't until later that one of my older siblings grabbed my head and yanked me up, right? So I don't know. People being rough with me as a kid, like they were just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look at this! Isn't this sick?" They picked my head up and then I heard my neck click again, and then I started growing again. So I think my brother like freaked up my spine for a bit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Moving on to the next issue.
Beware planet Earth.
Ba. Yeah, yeah, we'll get a real sound effect. Top like, guys, what's your favorite like alien or monster looking guy in a piece of fiction?
I mean, the Xenomorph is a classic.
The Xenomorph is a classic. I think Mike Wazowski might be better though. So
That's true. I didn't
yeah,
even think about him.
yeah,
Hmm.
like 'cause he's a monster, not an alien. Oh my days! Yo,
I just had the craziest idea.
I just had the best idea. Oh man,
What
yeah.
about Gragu the Hutt?
Yo, what the hell is even that, bruh? What are you
Jabba
saying?
the
What?
Jabba the Hutt's son,
Oh,
and he's like a baby thing in the Clone Wars, but he's going to be played by
Oh
Jeremy
yeah.
Allen White in the new movie
that's cool.
as an adult,
Sick.
and
It,
he's a
it,
big version in a Coliseum.
but it won't be CGI.
No, when we CGI.
Fair. Hulk is kind of like a alien-looking guy, and he's kind of awesome.
Do you guys think Hulk is an alien?
Well,
Let
it's
us know in the.
yeah. Please, comment if you think Hulk is a sort of alien type thing.
Sorry, I'm not. But the idea that Jeremy Allen White, he won't be CGI. Like he's just gonna look like that somehow. I don't know. That really got me.
Oh yeah, no, practical effects have come a long way since the 70s. Yeah, because the first Star Wars,
Actually, they haven't.
yeah, I was gonna say something similar, but they could, but people just don't want to.
Okay, Beware Planet Earth. There's a guy and he's running away from aliens, and the aliens they get him and they stab him, but then he turns into an alien. But then it's like he was always an alien, and it was like he was vaccinated, and it was like kind of like a dream or something. Is the
Yeah,
vibe
So
I got.
it's like a
I think
pro-vaccination PSA.
I think the idea is a bit like a vampire kind of transformation. Like he gets caught by the alien, he turns into one, but then turns out he always was an alien, and he turned into a human and lost his memories.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's cool.
But that's
Yeah,
part of an advert in the aliens world for a vaccine.
yeah. It's revealed at the end that it's like from like the alien health department,
Yeah.
um, advertising alien vaccination.
Yeah, I thought this one was really fun, really unique.
yeah.
To
It's
have a comic be an advert parody.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very just like that, like 2000 AD British comic
Yeah, yeah.
humor.
Yeah, it kind of it's very unrealistic though.
Well,
In what
yeah.
way?
because
Aliens.
because because it's interesting and government videos because it's interesting. The issue is interesting, but government videos are always very boring. I had to watch
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some student finance videos recently, and I was just like,
Mm.
why is there no Subway Surfers?
Boring. Yeah.
Why is there no Jinxie Clash Royale? This is very boring. There was just very poorly made. Like video, like everyone's making videos these days. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
Any videos, man.
the government's videos are still just really bad and not very good. Then the DVLA, which I think is the driving service in the UK, the government driving service in the UK. If you don't use an app or something, it takes you to the oldest, dingiest website you've ever seen. I had to when I was applying for provisional ages ago. I almost had to use that website, and I was like, guys, it's not 2003. I was thinking about this when they dropped the iPhone. That was crazy.
Mm.
And speak on that.
Um, so there's this movie called Blackberry, which has the voice actor for Hiccup, and then one of the actors from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as the two main leads. And I watched it like 6 times in the past, however many months or whatever. And one of the big moments in the movie. So it's about the founding of the BlackBerry company who made those cool phones back in the day. One of the big scenes is just Steve Jobs giving the press conference for the iPhone. I think in 2008. I'm gonna Google this. When did the iPhone release? 2007. So yeah, it'll be so it's like late 2000s, and like it's like a bomb's just gone off in the movie because like the phones were never the same again, and it's just like it's kind of a crazy invention. In the movie, I don't know if this is fact because it's like movie facts. They say it had the most consumer interest of any product in human history, but it was still
Damn.
but like I think it was like £1,000 or something, or even more, but it was subsidized by some company because they were selling data or something. It was kind of crazy, but yeah. I considered because I watched that movie and I was like, oh, maybe I should get, maybe if I got an old iPhone, I could hold on to it and then later sell it for more. But that just doesn't work. Because you'd think that it's like a
Yeah,
collector's item,
right.
but they're not really like that. But yeah,
Mm.
um, this is a funny issue, and it's very I agree, it's very unique. Because when I first was reading it, I was like, oh, is he a guy or is he an alien? And now I'm like, oh, he was an alien the whole time. Because in my head, if it was just he was a guy who was bitten by aliens and then turned into an alien or whatever, that would be really boring. Because it's like, oh, you know, humans are good and aliens are ugly. I don't want to be an alien. This is bad, right? But it's actually inverted. It's like, oh he was an alien the whole time. That's really cool.
Yeah, they
I was
actually
read.
picked a good character design that can go from scary to quite expressive and fun, quite,
Yeah.
suddenly. So
Because I was ready to be kind of critical of this issue for just kind of like being like, oh yeah, aliens are ugly and you don't want to be ugly. But now that I've had it explained to me better and I've like gone over it again, I'm like, this is actually very unique and a fun story.
next one.
Alien Aid is also a story about
Aliens.
Yep. And in this one, Grant Morrison is credited as G. Morrison. Kind of fire.
G. They are a G.
What do you think the G stands for?
Yeah, shut up. No.
Throughout all of these, it's got this the 2000 AD credit card, which has the writer, artist, and letterer, but they're credited as script robot, art robot, and lettering robot,
Yeah. I see,
which is a bit of fun.
yeah.
It makes the stories feel like stories within the world of 2000 AD, just a little bit. Like it's just adding that little element. I kind of forgot this one. Can
I'll
someone else?
level with you guys. aside from the twist at the end, I found this one kind of boring.
Yeah, this was kind of
It's
like
mid question mark.
it wasn't a good plot twist. I think all of these stories are supposed to have a plot twist at the end.
Mm-hmm.
This one is some aliens landing on Earth. They want to steal the sites. They've landed like post-apocalypse, which is kind of
Mm-hmm.
cool, but the reveal is that they've been watching Earth TV and
Yeah.
following like Earth law, and they found out about this crisis, and now they've just come to deliver food. But I don't know. It was
Yeah. Well, no, because the twist is that the last broadcast they got was Live Aid, right? Where
Yeah,
they're like
that's kind of cool.
feed. Yeah, I thought that was cool.
yeah,
I thought that was cool. But I do find it a bit weird when writers write stories about how aliens don't care about us, but they love they love our media. You know what I mean? It's just like,
yeah,
yeah, it's just like,
yeah,
I just
yeah,
find it a bit weird. You know what I mean? Not weird. It makes sense why they do that. Just like, I don't know, a bit. I just like not very
yeah.
cool.
Also, I think in terms of plot twist, the last one, the what was it called? Beware Planet Earth. Wait,
Beware Planet Earth.
yeah, that one. That plot twist kind of recontextualized everything that had happened so far, whereas this one isn't really a plot
Yes.
twist. It's just like
It,
this happened, then this happened, and then this, and
yeah.
then it. I don't know.
It is. It
It
is
didn't
kind of.
twist and change the story. It kind of is, but
But basically
yeah,
most of the issue is like, oh, there's this Moses like figure and he's leading people through the apocalypse and they're starving and he's like, oh, we're going to the promised land, all that sort of thing, right? um and then there's aliens and they're like, oh, okay, so we're all gonna die, and then the twist is that they're actually, because of Live Aid, they're gonna get food, they get fed at the end or whatever, they get given a bunch of food. But yeah, I agree, it just doesn't hit like the past few. It's just a bit,
it
I don't
kind
know.
of feels like the first two pages of a story rather than uh,
Yeah,
an
I see that.
enclosed
I see that.
two-page story. And I think some of like the other two we talked about are actually very good at giving like a good short story that kind of benefits from being from its length and stuff. So I don't know.
Mm,
This one,
one
not so
hundo.
much.
Despite that, this one I think has my favorite art of the stories uh, we're talking about today.
Yeah, I like the
John,
design of the aliens.
it's by John Stokes, and I think all the characters in it, all the aliens are rendered really well. Um, the color's really nice. It's got a little bit of a gritty feeling, but just still everything
Yeah.
looks super clear, and I think it's
There's
just
some
a
unique panel layouts here as well. Like the second panel it's a skull leaning over this typewriter or like a cash machine. A skull leaning over with like a bullet in his head. He's been long dead. But then you see through the shattered window the old man leading his people like in the background. I think it's a really cool use of perspective.
Hmm.
The
agree.
first shot as well is like him at the front and then just countless people lined up behind him in this kind of uh, in a layout that just shows this like massive scale of his following and his people, and
Yeah.
the kind of ruins just in the distance as like outlines of this city. I think yeah, they've done a really good job there, the John Stokes.
The aliens look like Star Wars aliens as well. Like what of the, like the scrapyard guy from Star Wars or something? No, not like the
Oh,
scrapyard.
the like no, wait,
No, it looks a bit like one of the aliens from Star Wars. I'm just forgetting which one.
the
Maybe
slave owner one.
yeah, maybe. Is it It might be Greedo that I'm getting it mixed up with. Yeah,
Oh, no, that
kind of.
one.
No, Greedo mixed with the scrap owner guy, kind of clumped into
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
is a bit like that. Um, so yeah, these three that we've just talked about were all released very close to each other. I think Grant Morrison was really thinking about aliens at that time. The next one we're going to do came a little bit later.
Mhm. This
It's
one's very
called,
relatable.
is it Wheels of Fury? I'm just trying to find it now.
And why is that, Angwin?
Well, we'll get into it, Leon.
Okay.
Basically, so this one didn't mean to have a twist. I just didn't expect it to go in the direction that it was going. So basically, a guy buys a car and he gets into a relationship with the car and then marries the car, but then starts cheating on the car with another car. right? I thought the guy was a normal guy who had sex with other humans, and then he started having a relationship with a car. But no, no, he starts off and he's like, I bought this car. She's beautiful. I'm gonna now to have sex with this car. Um, and then they go on dates and all that sort of stuff. And then he cheats on the car. And the twist at the end is that the car that he cheated on this car with is actually the car's sister. And then the car's and then and then this car the mistress car kills him. The actual okay no. So the reason why it's a twist is because right at the beginning we have the story in medias res, wherein main guy is like, oh, it sucks that what Lav Green, something like that. Yeah, whatever. Right. The first car is dead, but at least now I can have sex with Susie, my mistress car, because what happens is Lav Green, um, throws her and main guy off of a cliff, right? But then it's like, actually, you're gonna die because he's like, oh, it's nice that I didn't die, but then he does die.
Yeah,
I like
for
how
me,
the car stuff is you have to accept that, and the moral of the story is don't cheat on your partner. It's
yeah,
like
what I don't get about this is that it would be the same story if it was people instead of cars. I
no,
think,
but the cars
apart
bit
from him
makes
getting
it.
choked to death with the seatbelt at the end.
But the cars bit is like it makes it like interesting. You know what I mean? It's like you know because the car is it's like okay, I've actually got it because the car is like AI, right?
Yeah.
It's like a her situation. You know what I mean? Like, what's the difference between a human and a really smart car? Yeah,
Mm.
like essentially, what's the difference? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I actually really
Um,
like this one. I thought it was fun. Like, I like how smug main guy is. I'm getting up his name. Oh no, so the first car was called Laverine, and I think she seemed pretty nice, and I'm sad that she got cheated on. And then she kills herself at the end, which is sad. But then main guy gets killed by Susie, the mistress car, which I think he deserves, to be honest. It's a bit of a weird relationship though, because he buys Laverine, and then they're in a relationship, so there's kind of already a power imbalance. But I guess if you drive and the car is self-driving, then maybe it balances things back out.
so what did you find relatable about that whole thing?
Uh, I think that
Did you grow
I
up on Cars 2?
I think I did actually. I think that in the future, if it becomes an option, the idea of being in a relationship with your car will be more normal. I'm not saying that I want to do that because I don't. Officially, for the record, I have no interest in that. I'm just saying that that's possible for the future, and I found it maybe not so relatable, but I agree with the moral sentiment of the story, which is that you shouldn't cheat or your mistress car will kill you
Yeah.
with seatbelts. The last panel is kind of scary because Susie has killed her boyfriend as well, and he's just like there as a corpse, and it's like corpses are scary. Yeah,
I would argue that you shouldn't cheat, but not because you might die, because it's wrong.
what this is true. Yeah, 100%. But also take into account that your car girlfriend might kill you.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Yeah. Like it's an important fact.
What are our top 10 hottest cars?
Top 10 is crazy, but not like yeah, we could have like the very classic Cars 2 Holly Schiffwell Sally conversation, but top 10 is impossible. I don't even know how to start that conversation.
Batmobile,
Oh, okay.
True.
Joker-mobile.
One the red bike, the red moped from Lego Marvel Superheroes.
True.
Yeah, that's not really a car, but I thought I'd take liberties, seeing as we're ranking cars by how attractive they are. Um, What else? I'm trying to. I feel like. Let me think. I don't know. I think the idea of being attracted to a car is a bit strange.
Yeah, I don't think.
Me too.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that an official position of the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think we should maybe move past this ranking of the
That was
cars.
your idea. I'd already moved past it. That's why I was saying. That's why I said something to move past it.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted to see where the group was at with that.
The group is
Discussion we had.
officially opposed to having sex with cars and relationships with cars.
Good.
Um,
Brum. So,
Now that I'm thinking about cars. There's that one Charlie XCX song where she goes
vroom vroom.
vroom vroom. It
True.
called vroom vroom. Exactly. Yeah. Um.
Can we use that as the outro for this episode?
Yes, that'd be sick. I think I like this. Oh, this story feels a bit longer than the other ones, so I guess maybe that's one of the reasons why I liked it a bit more. Um, I don't think it's as funny as the other, like, because the one where the guy explodes is kind of funny. The alien PSA one's kind of funny. The other one isn't as funny, but it's not as funny. But I think that it like properly commits to its premise, and I respect that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's a funny premise. What if a guy was having sex with cars?
Yeah.
But
And
the
then
where
takes
the
it
story
further.
goes from there is pretty predictable. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just a
Yeah.
typical like cheating story. Um,
Mhm.
it didn't do that much for me, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah. Um, so on one of the podcasts that I've listened to, what they do at the end of discussing the movie or whatever, they choose a guy, which is just like a character that they thought was cool, and they were like, oh yeah, I like this guy. So who is your guy? Who's your guy, guys?
Hmm?
In
Who is the guy
these
that I think is cool?
in the
Well,
four stories, who's your guy? Like
Oh,
who's the character that you're like, oh yeah, I like this guy.
I think that alien species,
yeah, me too.
they
I
were
was
kind
gonna
of
say
cool.
the aliens that deliver the advert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like the
they seem to
homeless
have.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, with the stop sign and stuff. Yeah, I
What
think.
what podcast inspired this?
It's
We
called
should check them
friend.
out.
It's called Friendly Fire. I think they still make stuff. It's a bunch of I think ex-soldiers who review war films. And it's an anti-war podcast. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's so I like it because there's one old guy and two younger guys, and the old guy is like, "What the hell is even this?" But he also has some of the most interesting opinions, and then the young guys are like, "Star Trek." It's pretty.
That's sort of like
It's
us in a way.
Who's the old one?
Well, that's not for us to answer.
Right. So how is it like us at all?
Well,
Wait, I just saw it. Okay. No, you're actually right. Okay, nice. Guys, comment down below who's the old one, who's the grumpy old one in the podcast.
Chat.
Yeah. No, these are cool. Like we read the 2000 AD ones before. What
Yeah,
Candyman,
Candy and the Catchman.
Candy and the Catchman. Um, and now these, and there's another one that we read about. And now these are fun. I think that. Oh, we also read Ice Cream Man, which has a bit of a similar sort of setup, just these
Yeah.
short stories. I think these. I had I've read a few strips growing up, like Garfield and stuff. But as I got a
yeah,
bit older, I moved towards longer stories with comic books. But now this is a really fun opportunity just to read short stories because comic books are amazing for these sort of like really short stories. Like it hits in a way that maybe you like if it was just words on a page, I think it would take a lot longer, and then you lose the comedic timing. So yeah, my recommendation to the listeners, if you don't already, is to read some short stories. If it's Garfield or Beano or whatever, it's really good.
I think something that's really special about comics that I can't think of any other medium that matches up to comics in this way, and I think this is part of what makes them so cool for short stories, is that with comics, it's so easy to go back and check a previous page, a previous panel. A book is kind of difficult. I mean, you can do that with a book, but there's so many words, and it's like, which bit was it where this happened or whatever. A movie, you're not really gonna like skip backwards during a movie, but a comic, you can just like flip the page backwards and you can see the panel and the words that were on that page. And if it's like a 1 or 2 page story, you can literally see it on the same layout, and that gives you, I don't know, when you finish a story, you can get to appreciate the wholeness of it as you're immediately able to look back, and I think that's quite special. I can't think of another medium that quite has that.
Short form.
I suppose so.
Like TikTok and
Like TikTok. Do you think TikTok is like modern comics, like short comics?
It's the modern Garfield for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that. Garfield is kind of awesome. Like
And speak on that.
he's he's just like a cat who likes lasagna and hates Mondays. But he just wrote so
we can
much
all relate.
stuff.
We can all relate to that.
Yeah. I don't love lasagna though. I don't hate it.
I love lasagna.
I don't love lasagna. I like lasagna, but I don't love.
I do though.
But I think it's that tiny bit of specificity that makes it feel so much more real.
Yeah.
We all have a pasta we love.
That's true. I love rigatoni.
With that, I think it's time to conclude. What would you guys rate these stories?
Individually or as a pack?
However you want, baby girl.
Okay, so individually, I'd give individually
Or should we just rank them against each other?
Yeah, ranking's such a good idea. For me, number one is the government alien one, then the car one, then the alien in the head one, and then the final one, which was the one with the feed the world.
Right. I think for me, I think the bottom spot would be the car one, personally. Then the feed the world one, because I agree the art is great in that, but otherwise, didn't love the story. I think number 2 would be Hotel Harry 1, and then
the alien government.
The alien, the alien government advert thing. I think that was my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree that the advert one was like, I think number 1.
Yeah.
I think I'm having trouble though just deciding between, because I really loved the art in the Feed the World one, but I think story wise it just didn't really land. But still, just because the art, I kind of want to put it at number 2.
Right. Okay.
Controversially amongst us, I don't know. But then after that, then I'd put the Mind Aliens one, and then the car one. Car one was like fun, but like it just did not really do much.
You guys are underrating this car one. Guys, read it for yourself and tell us what you think, and then send us your own ranking on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a collection of these All-Star Future Shocks you can get secondhand. It's in one of those they did these books 2000 AD where like the spine makes a big picture, and because of that, like the individual ones are a bit cheaper because they kind of look a bit weird. But it's got all the ones by I think like Grant Morrison and then other people that would go on to do bigger things outside of 2000 AD. So it's a pretty good collection. If you wanted to check those out. So.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today to the Morrison run. We hope you enjoyed. Any questions, please comment below. You know,
Please leave a comment. Please leave a review.
please leave a review.
Follow us.
Any thoughts? You know, just let us know. Yeah, we love reading that sort of thing.
We'd love to start an open dialogue about these kind of stories.
100%. Yeah, Bertie especially is a fiend for that sort of thing. So I've been Angwin.
I've been Leon.
Bertie.
And we've been the Morrison Run. Good night.
Good night.
My name is Cleveland Brown.
Bitches know they can't catch me.
Me.
Cute, sexy, and my ride sporty. Those slugs know they can't catch me. Beep, beep, so let's ride.